So I couldn't resist going back to one of my synthetic people here, and well, doing a better job. Those other paintings were kind of weird, right? I mean, I had in my mind this idea of this vanishing face, this person who isn't there, because of what's going on with the AI, where the person I had created or the computer had created was just completely non-existent. Anyway, it was that was my response, and I thought that was fun and interesting, but they weren't much of a painting. They're a little weird, right? Okay, so this one's going to be kind of a technical exercise, or well, an attempt to do a good painting. What is a good watercolor? Well, to me, it has to involve letting the paint flow, so the movement of the water has to be spontaneous. Or maybe I don't actually mean spontaneous. Like, I used to be very interested in happy accident. I would do a lot of things or I would just paint. I used to paint really fast because I would work almost entirely on location. And what you got was what you got. And I always said I'd rather do 10 fast paintings than one rendered thing, And when you're working really quickly, the water does a lot of spontaneous moves. And so I love that. I love that look. Like, I want the paint to be doing what I used to call a partnership, where the paint is doing its own thing and overriding to some extent, or providing me to some extent this extra effect, this things that I never thought of, that I didn't do consciously. But what you've just been seeing me do here is, I think, a little more of a controlled situation. I mean, maybe this doesn't look too controlled to you, but I've been doing a lot of pre-wetting selective areas. Like here, I've wet just the shadow side of the face. So I'm allowing the paint to move, but I've controlled where the paint is going to move. The area that is wet is a natural border. You can see that orange hasn't crossed the nose there. And here I'm coming back with water again to get the paint to move again. So I'm letting the paint move, but only by giving it marching orders. Like there, that eye socket. Let the paint flow, but inside that shape that I've described with the wetness, with the dirty water there. So it makes that nice edge. This is something entirely different. I don't know what I'm doing here, drawing this eye with a line drawing. So that was a mistake. I'm trying to work, or I would like to work larger to smaller. So here I'm erasing what I did. That line was too prominent, so I'm wetting it and blurring it out. I need to eliminate any drawn line and create the lines with the edges of shapes. Like the wet area underneath the chin, there's going to be an edge formed by the edge of the puddle. The color will bleed, but only as far as the puddle goes, right? So that each brush stroke, each puddle shape is supposed to be leaving edges where I want them. So like I'm trying to chisel the face here. So by putting these broad strokes across the side of the face, I get this chiseled edge where the jawline is, or the cheekbone orbital socket there, reestablishing kind of planes in the face. So that's what I want a big wet shape to do, a brush stroke to do. So, a fun one. Not no deep philosophy this time, just a painting, kind of an exercise. I think I really got a nice sculpted face here. Maybe even achieved a new level of subtlety with these mixed skin tones. Yeah, 3 layers, light, middle, dark, gradually building up towards the darkest darks. Yeah, that's the fun of watercolor. Hope you liked it.